folks, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. My goodness, I stumbled over my words there, as normal. All right, we're in Gravity Gardens. This is our first of our expert parks. Your challenge is to build a roller coaster park in a beautiful Gravity Gardens. No other rides, just roller coasters. We have to repay our loan and achieve a park value of $500,000. Let's jump in and see what we got. Oh, we have lots of land to work with, which is quite beautiful. Lots of land, my goodness. Where's the entrance to this park? Is there? All right. So the first thing we're obviously going to do is shut this down. We're going to make that area go there. Let's take a look at our rides and see what the heck we got. Nothing. Do we have cash machines? Yes, we do. Thank God. All right. And coaster-wise, we already have a wooden coaster, so I'm not too worried about that. It's a nice, I actually kind of dig that layout. I really like this turnaround. It reminds me of Magnum. Let's see, what else do we have? Wild Mouse, awesome. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. So no problem. All right, so we're gonna do all of this stuff off. We're just gonna do that. Why? I guess it's a water coaster is what it's gonna be classified as, but I'm not gonna spend any time really actually researching any of that because we don't need to. All right, and then we're gonna just slowly pick up our people so they can go out of here. There we go. Oh boy, we have people all over the place. Crap. All right, so what I need to do instead of what I just did, I'm gonna do that, but instead of what I just had there, we're just gonna start shutting down parts of this park. Is there any difference in price between these? That's 25, that's 30, yeah. So we're gonna go with the cheapest one because why the heck wouldn't we? So close that. Close that. Close that. Close that bridge down. And I'm spending unnecessary amounts of money to do all this, but I don't care. We're also going to get rid of a lot of pathing here and help ourselves out, hopefully. So I'm not super worried about completing the task quite yet. We'll get there, but that's not like my main concern right now. My main concern is just going through and getting rid of stuff that we most definitely do not need and is not going to help us necessarily complete our goals. All right, I'm just going to keep deleting stuff and hope and pray and dream that we get all of this done properly. Because I want to relay out this park. I don't really like how it's done right now, and I think we can do better. So that's what we're going to strive for, is better. And once we have that part established, then we can figure out the next steps here. I knew I was going to do that. Okay. All right, we're going to get rid of all of that. I know this is boring. I apologize, but I need to, this is the part of my brain that's like, you need to do these things or everything is going to fall apart. So I just need to get some of this basic stuff established. I wish there was a delete like lines button. That would be really fun. So got that. Get this. Goodbye. Nobody needs to go up this giant mountain thing. What is our loan at as well? It's all only 10,000. Okay, we're golden. This is not going to be a big deal, I don't think. Get rid of all of this area. My goodness, there's just paths everywhere. What is the deal? Why? Why? I know I'm not like focusing on the actual challenge right now, but one, I want to build up our reserves of cash because we're going to need it. And two, it's going to cause problems down the road for us. We need people to be able to go to different parts of the park easily, efficiently, and without mess in their way. So we're going to slowly try to accomplish just that. Also, like the gardens part of this, like it doesn't do anything for me. I'm sorry if you dig it, like, but I always hated the parks in Roller Coaster Tycoon that were like designed like this, where it's supposed to be this big park. There's No, nobody wants to go to this. Like, it's not beautiful by any means. All right, so we got that. This area, oh, I need to shut this area down too. Okay, hold on. So there, we can shut that down now. Let's see if we can redesign this pathing to be a little higher quality. So it's gonna be like that. I think this is the first one we've gone that has the like old school Six Flags entrance thing that would, I don't remember there being a scenario where we were greeted with that before. I could be wrong. I probably am, but I don't remember it. All right, so we have all of this. All right, we got that stuff built in there like so. I absolutely despise a lot of the layout of this park. Like, this is dumb. So we're gonna close that area down, hopefully get people out of there. So I closed most of this down. So we're just gonna, I'm trying to remove people from the back of the park. You can see it is working. It's just gonna take far longer than I want it to. But we will remove all the people from these areas of the park. Like this guy here, he probably wants to go home. Nope, he's just tired. Okay, we can help you with that. All right. Just gonna try to build double layer path through all of this. Will we? Oh, we can. Fantastic. I wasn't sure if we're going to be able to get that there, but we can. Thunderball. All right. Now we can put on some of the stuff that we need to have. So first off, we need an info kiosk. Without question, needs to exist in this park. We're going to put on a cash machine. Because again, cash machines need to exist without question, and a bathroom. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything that has to exist right at the front of the park quite yet. We're gonna get iced tea stall, $1.50, and I made that same price to everything. Now I did. Okay. And we'll go with burgers. Burgers and iced tea sounds very nice. All right. We're also gonna throw another bathroom back around here somewhere. Actually, can I put it? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Yes. Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right. What is this ride? Excitement and costing. Oh. That's where the challenge on this one comes. Okay. We don't have the ability to charge an entrance fee. Okay. I didn't realize that. That sucks. Okay. But we'll get it figured out. Let's go in. No, I'm going to build mouse towers. I just want to build simple little mouse towers. Nothing big deal. But I can put that in. No problem. Right there. We'll test it. Oh, hold on. Got to do my trick. What's my scenery button? All right. All right, that should work. Test that out. And really what we need to do after this is this pathway is going to come out here, go over this way. We're going to go over into this area. I think it's flat. It's relatively easy to get to. And we're going to clean the rest of this area out with all the paths and stuff. So while that's testing, let's go ahead and clean this out. I didn't realize that this was a park that we couldn't just make money from the coasters, because that makes it a really easy challenge. And obviously, Boker's Tycoon's not going to make it easy for us here. All right, these guys are enjoying this area for some reason. You're hungry? Well, guess what? We have a solution for that. All right, so we're going to lighten this area up. Nothing big deal. Get that part done. Get that part done. That. And that. I'm really bummed that we can't charge money per ride. That sucks. All right, and what's going to happen here is I'm going to clean up this queue because I don't like it. It's not a bad queue, it's just not how I want it to work. And it happened to be at a time when it's raining, so nobody's really going to notice anyway. There we go. All right. Just a little bit better of a setup there. That's going to get started. Fantastic. This whole area looks like we cleaned out most of the peeps from those areas. So we'll go in, clean up this area because what a hot mess this is. Oh my goodness. And for those of you who play this game and somehow keep everything golden, I don't know how you do it. Like, if you keep all the original pathing and all that stuff, I have no idea how you accomplish this game doing that, because this park is a disaster as far as paths go. They're all over the place. They're nonsensical. I hate everything about the paths in this one. So we're going to go in, wipe some of this stuff out. And then once we get all that wiped out, hopefully we'll be able to make a park that makes more sense here. But yeah, we're removing good sections of track and all that stuff, paths, which, yeah, it kind of sucks. The park was nice. Like, it's not like my favorite park in the world, but it's okay. But it definitely needs to be massively cleaned up in order to function better. Because you see, like, this area here, yeah, it's cool, but even our janitors and stuff get everything messed up in there. So we have to remove access to that entire thing. I'm not going to delete that because, one, that's a little cash trove that we could potentially use at some point down the road. But we can also potentially open that up down the road and let people jump in there and have fun. All right, but we're removing all of this stuff. There we go. Do the same thing over here. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, the guy that we picked up is now on one of our coasters. Fantastic. All right, and what we need to do is get coasters that are going to start making some money for us. And by that, I mean they just need to have on-ride photo sections so that they can start producing a little bit for us. Get rid of all of that, which I didn't realize would make us money. That's awesome. All right, let me close out all that stuff. Let's reconfigure some of these paths. There we are. Now we can remove that. I think otherwise we have all of this part cleared out for the most part, which makes me happy. All right, let's throw on some of the basic stuff we know we need. We know we need a bathroom. We're gonna throw in another info kiosk, because why not? We need some bathroom, or we have bathrooms. We need food. I need to make money on this stuff, so everything needs to make at least $1.50 when we sell an item in this park, because we just don't have. We have to make money, and that's one of the few ways I think we're going to be able to make money is just by overcharging for everything. So these guys here, yeah, see, we need to charge like $2 for them. The burgers. Okay. Feel better about that. Let's see what kind of coasters we have that we can easily build. Like we can do a looping coaster, no problem. Like the shuttle loop. We can do a corkscrew coaster, no problem. That's probably going to be the first thing I'm going to do here is make a nice little corkscrew coaster. Nothing too crazy. Small half loop. Go to the left, not the right. On-ride photo section right there. Another one to the left. Small half loop. One, two, three, four, five. Fantastic. How many cars do we have here? Not that it really matters. But we're going to try to maximize what we can here. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. All right. Boomerang. I think boomerang needs to be a nice yellow color. Red trains, yellow restraints, and white sides. Yeah, that looks good. Same price everywhere for that. It's going to be $3. Wait for a full load. Maximum wait time. First incline. We'll test and get that going. Should not be a big deal. But let's make sure it's doing what it needs to do. And you like how I put the line going all the way around all that? Yeah. Trying to make it better. See how it goes. I should also really look at this one's operations and see what it's doing. So what are our stats here for this? It's a minute and 14 seconds. 74, let's do 75 divided by, or 72 divided by, what is 27? So maximum wait time is going to be more like 20, or minimum wait time. Maximum is going to be like 25, and we're going to wait for a full load. Okay. So nobody can get to this ride yet. My bad. There we go. Oh, we got that. Fantastic. Let's open that up. And we need to start charging a little more now. We have 3 coasters. I think $16 is fair. Let's go over and take a look at this. Too crowded here. Where are you guys at? It's really not that crowded of a park right now. It's going to get more crowded. And this, let me back out all that stuff. This one here. There we go. Okay, so just double checking. Did I remove all of? Yes, I did. Fantastic. All right. All right, we have a nice little park so far. It's not like the best thing in the world, but it works. What we're going to have to do is this path is going to come out around here, go back here, and then come back down and join in somewhere around here. That's going to be our next big step up. It's going to be a little work to get there. Oops. I forgot to put a exit for Mouse Towers. My bad. It's all right. No big deal. We'll get it corrected in no time. I don't understand how peeps can walk across stuff, though. Doesn't make sense to me. There we go. All All right, that looks nice so far, I think. I need to see when we build this. Can I actually come straight off of there and not run into? I can. Cool. All right, so that's just going to come straight down there like so. We'll do that. This one's going to join in back here. Can you see the method to the madness? I'm just trying to make loops on loops on loops, and not go outside of what I'm trying to do, which I do consistently. Spent far too much money on this, but it will allow us to grow more easily down the road here, because I can easily build a coaster like in here and just block off the path so they have to come out this way. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I got to figure out what the next move I want to make is, because we need to start generating more money. I also would like to introduce some like low danger coasters. Like, I think this, I'm going to build one of these and have it go in this area back here. Alright, that's going to be reddish color, silver. And I know I said I need to focus on making money, but I also just want to make some fun stuff here, so. Let's see, we're up at a total of 50, we're down at 30, that should be fine. And I'm gonna take out a loan for a freaking mini kids coaster, but that's okay. So throw our block brakes there. Not brakes, block brakes. Alright, so then we can throw on our block brakes. We can theoretically run 3 trains on this. I don't think that's a good idea, but I also like to give the ride some room to do its thing if it needs to. Call it lumberjack. I more just want to make sure that this ride operates the way it's supposed to. Yeah, see, the 3 trains is just crazy for this one, but that's okay. So yeah, this is going to be a really slow... Ooh, okay, coaster. They're just too expensive for right now, but they're going to be fun eventually. Just need to make sure that it makes it up this hill. No problem. All right, but we needs to just be 2 trains. 3 trains is a pipe dream on that one. But we know it should make it, no problem. And there we go. What do we got? Medium, high, good. And the nice thing about a ride like this is, like, if they say they want to go on something more exciting, it's so easy to dump this out of there and make something different. All right, what's the ride length in this? 83. So 40, and we'll go with like 20 or 35, excuse me. We'll open that up. And now we have another coaster. Yeah, we're also trying to add on relatively inexpensive coasters, like that whole coaster we built for $3,000 or $4,000. Right? Yeah. There's the price of it, $4,000, and that also means we should be able to start raising our gate a little more too. So like we're gonna charge $20 now, which would hopefully allow us to close up that gap a little bit and do some more fun things. I like this. When the game is sped up, they don't move. Ready? They match the animation matches the speed of that. That's fun. I never really noticed that before, but that's super interesting. All right, so we got a 6-minute line for that. This one is how long of a line? 5 minutes, fantastic. And this has 100% popularity, so high, very high, medium. How about this guy? What's it going with? 92, I'll take that. And this one, 72, interesting. Too intense. Okay, so it looks like the 8-ish area is like the max that we can go with here. All right, the other question is, do we start throwing in some of these other random things like Sunglass Hut? Sure, why not? T-shirts, of course. Once we have enough money, that is. Yeah, it's gonna be like $4. We need to make money on every single one. Now, I just need to see. We had some people who said that they wanted to go home. I just need to make sure I didn't lose anybody out in the rest of the park here. I want to go home. Where are you? Okay, you're already on the path leaving. Fantastic. Where are you? You're right over there. Cool. All right, don't need to worry about you. We are still generating people into the park. We're at about 500 people, which is a reasonable number. But we have medium rides as far as excitement goes, and then high excitement rides. I want to build some monster at some point, but that's not where we're at right now. This whole area is going to be a coaster. There's going to be something that we can build in that area that's going to be super cool, but I don't know what that is quite yet. These things cost $30 to remove? Are you kidding me? That's dumb. For some things, we get money back. Like if I were to remove this stuff here, I think I get money back, right? Yeah. Why does it cost money if I remove these? Yeah, I get money back. And I know the value of the park is what we're looking for at 30,000 or 500,000, excuse me. Right now, ooh, a vertical drop coaster. Good capacity ride, could easily fit in lots of spaces. I feel like it's going to go over here really easily. All right, what is our current park value? All right, 144. And you saw it never really dropped off. We've increased that pretty nicely over time here. We just need to make some more money. So we can do an advertising campaign. Let's do it for Boomerang. Once we have $400, we'll do that. And hopefully that will bring in enough gate to make it worth it. Because we've only brought in $9,000 total so far off the gate, which is not nearly enough. But if we take a look at Boomerang, it should have generated... Yeah, see, it's making us profit. Not a lot of profit, but it is profit. All right. And we're going to make money this month, which is a plus. And has anybody used our ATM yet is another big question. Nope, not yet. Oh, that's right, because they don't need an ATM. They have all the money in the world if they wanted it. What is an average guest coming to us with? Let's see, when's the next guest come in here? I keep speeding it up to try to catch them, and there you are. What do you got? $50, okay. And we need to capture all 50 of those dollars. Now, granted, we know that they're spending a fair amount right out of the gate here. Look at that. One leaves, one comes right in. Efficiency, I love it so much. All right, we have a loan still that I desperately want to pay down. But our park value is going to be a problem here for us here real soon. I could do the cheap version of all this. I'm going to actually start cutting some of the spending on this stuff because we don't need it. But I could just do the launch corkscrew coaster that goes into a half, like just the corkscrew goes back and forth. It's a really, really, really easy way to increase your park value. But I don't want to do that. That feels like cheating. I want to actually build rides that would be useful for people and make it more fun to actually be at. But you can absolutely game the system pretty easily if you wanted to. All right. Ride-wise, we're over $10,000, so that $400 investment brought us about $1,000 back, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. We're at $11,000 now, so we're doing okay. We're going to need another coaster. I should pause and just see how much money I can take out. Oh my. Okay. We have some room to work with here. Let's see. If I have... I don't know. I think I can build a dive coaster for like $8,000. Let's see if we can do that. Because if I can do that... Doesn't have to be like this guy here. This is about $8,000. It's not like a crazy ride by any means, but it will work the same as what we need to do for the other stuff. So I think we're going to do something along those lines. Nothing wild, nothing crazy. Just a nice, simple coaster. I'm going to get rid of that as well to give us some more cash. There we go. Flat like that. I'll have a curve up and go straight. It's just going to hit a block break. Alright, I'm going to borrow a little bit more money. All right, then we're gonna bring it into some brakes here. Do. Oh, I'm off by one here. Okay. Oopsie. All right, I'll have to do the brakes again. Block brake it. Do the S-bend up to the left. Turn, and then another set of block brakes. Alright. Oh, I want those. Can I do more? No. I don't know why. On like the real ones you can get 3. But whatevs. And then over here, I think there's going to be a black colored coaster. So we're going to close down the path there so that people can't get to it. And I don't even know if this is going to work or not. So just slow down there, hit the block brakes. Cool. That one's not going to get stopped by that. The biggest question is it going to make it through the loop all right? I think it'll be fine. Whoo, just barely. On-ride photo. Into brakes. Clears that. All right. What do we got on that one? There we go. See, nothing big deal. That's easy enough. We're going to call it Helldiver. We already have that. How long of a ride is it? It's 55 seconds. So I'm going to round up to 60 divided by 3. That's going to be a maximum wait time of 20. Minimum is going to be more like 14. We'll wait for a full load. All right, that should be fun. Get the exit built. Get our entrance designed and built here. It's going to have to be a bigger line than that, but I'll get that taken care of in a moment. Just going to connect everything up. We're going in the hole way too much right now. I just got to get some rides that can bring in some more income for us. And then I just need to paint all of this stuff. All right, and then with the little bit of money that we have left, we're going to do an advertising campaign for Helldiver. We can afford 3 weeks. Hopefully we'll be able to afford 3 weeks here. As soon as we hit 600, I'm going to pause and hit that up. There we go. Boom. And then we're going to increase the park gate to 25. Because since we did our last advertising, we only added about $1,000 or so into the gate. When we last looked, it was 11,000. It just changed over to that now. It's 12.5. There we go. I built quite a large line for that, but this ride has good capacity. It's also under a minute cycle time, so with the 3 trains running that, this is going to move through 36 people in less than a minute. That's pretty solid. It looks like our timing on this is all working out. Let's see, money-wise, how we doing? Heck yeah, it's already making profit. Fantastic. This guy over here, It's made us almost $1,000. I can dig it. Now, I did open this area up, so now we're going to have a whole bunch of people who don't need to be out there, but I can't really do too much about that right now. Finance-wise, we're going to post a profit for this quarter, I think. Or for this month, should I say, but you can see I spent way too much money on that coaster. Ride construction cost was 10, maybe a little over 10. And at this point, there's nowhere really to put the, like, in a perfect world, what I do is I flatten this area out so it comes down one less, does an on-ride photo and up just so we can have the chance to make more money. But unless, I don't remember if in Open RCT, if they can buy more than one on-ride photo, because most of the time they only buy one, and after they buy that one, it's game over. I think Open RCT changed that, but I'm not positive. So right now we're just going to repay some debt. We still have a big area that we can spend more money at, but I don't want to do that quite yet. There we go. Now we're up to 15.5. We're making some money. At least we don't have... there's a couple. There's this guy just walking around out there for God knows what reason. And we have a mechanic going out there for God knows what reason. Whatever. This shockingly fits in with that little spot there. It's like not beautiful, but it works. All right. I'm a little concerned that our numbers here haven't gone all the way up. Need to figure out why that is and what just happened there. Oh, it just broke down. Okay. Already got marked. I feel sick. Need to go to the bathroom. Okay. That's happening largely in this area. So that means we need to add another restroom. There we go. We should already have a person there. I could charge for bathrooms if I really wanted to. I'm not going to do that, but I could. But we're at 800 something people in this park, and most of the ride lines are full, with the exception of this one, which they don't seem to like all that much. Well, let's take a look at this, guys. It generated... what I'm interested to see is if it's this $405 so far it's generated. This one's generated not even double that, and it's been open for significantly longer. If you take a look at the income, it's running at about $1,000 now. This one's about the same. They kind of go back and forth depending on what's happening with stuff, but yeah, okay. And then what I'm also going to do here is put in a first aid room. That already has people going to it. Fantastic. Pizza and coffee, right? All right, so we got those. We're going with that stuff. Hopefully we'll see how we're doing on our parks here. We're up to 19. Yeah, we're starting to add real money to income here, which is nice, but we do have other stuff we need to take care of and do, but we'll figure all that out here in due time. I'm very also tempted to remove this area and just have this connect straight over there. It's a little cleaner, but then I don't know what to do with that spot there. In a perfect world, I'd have flat rides that I could put in there, but that's not this park. What are people saying now? Need to go to the bathroom, not hungry. Clean and tidy, yep. Too crowded here. Yeah, I agree. This ride has a long line just because it broke down. All right, I'm actually going to shut research off at this point. I don't think we need to have any more stuff. We have more coasters than what we know what to do with right now. I'd love to get some more coasters over here, some cheaper ones, but we gotta wait on that. Because we just don't have the budget to do anything super fun right now. Yeah, something like this would be fun. Launch. Oof, that's brutal. Go to launch and right to a turn over top there and back. It's kind of fun though. I like the idea. All right, I'm gonna slowly start removing some of this stuff just so we have it ready for the next round, because this is where we're gonna expand into here shortly. Also, the flowers are dying because they haven't been watered in forever. I don't think we have any other spots that are too much like that. All right, I think I need to put another first aid stand all the way out there too, because people are getting sick. And eventually we're going to put another food area out here. And another set of bathrooms and all that stuff, but I want to build this area out first before we do anything related to that. So we gotta find a cheap coaster to build that's gonna keep us going here, because if we take a look at our park value, it's declining rapidly. But our income over the last few months has been going up. It's just not going up quickly. And what I really need is a capacity ride. So maybe, do I build like a twister coaster just to build something that's super high capacity, have it run like 3 trains and just like do some crazy stuff, and then advertise? That's what I'm playing with. I also like the Hyper Twister, but I think I'm gonna go with Twister Coaster. Custom design. Slow the game down. Unpause it. And let's see, if I were to just build a station here. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough. We have twister trains or stand up. I just want the twister trains. All right, I'm gonna just change that. I'm gonna turn on the testing thing there just to see if this is actually gonna work or not. And we got that. I'm trying to decide if I want to put in like a mid-course brake run or just kind of let it go. So we got that. There we go. And does it make it through those corkscrews? Heck yeah, it does. And block brakes. It's 13, 18, 22, 27. Cool. That should be more than enough to slow that down. Get all of that established. Let's test it and see what we got. I don't know what the colors I want to use for this one are. Sure, let's take a look and see what this thing actually does. Nice floater air there. Some more floater goes into that. Oh, hold on. I made a mistake here too. I need to get on right photo section still. So I'm going to fix that real fast. So we'll do that. Throw an on right photo section in. There we go. I'm not going to spend any money on doubling up paths right now as I do it. Blue steel, obviously. Let's see, high. So a minute 6, 66. Maximum wait time is going to be 30. Minimum wait time is going to be like 25. That should all work out quite nicely. And finance-wise, we're going to advertise for blue steel. We have $1,000. Well, almost $1,200. So hopefully we'll. There we go. All right, and that also is going to let us increase our gate. So real quick, taking a look there, we're at $24,000-ish as far as income goes. I just want to see what that does as we hopefully kick some butt and really get some people into this park here. All right, we're going to start paying back some loan and do all of that, and then we'll be in good shape. All right, so it looks like it's at least a popular enough ride that we got all of that going. Our gate is at 27, so we just need to keep repaying that money back because this ride cost us $14,000. We need to see that return. We can see people are beelining for that, which also means this one now has a full line as well. The nice thing about that is that it's helping us make more money there, although not that much. This guy hopefully is going to make much more money. This one here, what do we got? Oh yeah, it's making money. It's actually over what the boomerang was at this point, so that's good. And we got all of that set. All right, so yeah, we were at 24, we're already at 30 now. And was that the advertising campaign done already? Wow, that was fast. What do you mean hell diver hasn't been fixed? Yeah, you guys need to stop going back in these dumb spots where nobody's at. What I think I might do is just pick these guys up, plop them back down into spaces where they're actually cleaning up after people. There was a security guard somewhere back here, wasn't there? Yeah, there you are. All right, my dude. Go back there. There. So now you guys can't be dumb and go places I don't want you to be. All right, but we are doing a good job, I think, and our park rating is slowly shifting upwards. If we take a look at our balance here, that coaster brought us up over $200,000. So we spent 14 and we added over $50,000 worth of value, which is fantastic. So we're gonna have to keep doing stuff like that. This guy should also not be a big deal. It's a 7-minute line, and it's gonna cycle a ton of people. This is gonna fit, what, 64 people at a time on it? Heck yes. So we're gonna keep doing that and seeing what we can come up with here. Oh goodness. All right, so let's see where we're at as like an overall view of everything. We're at $213,000, which is fine. Our big problem is cash flow. We had a really good one, but we did advertising the month before. So take a look, the marketing was $1,200. We brought in a little over double that. So that's a worthwhile expenditure. We're gonna make sure we continue to advertise. I think we're just gonna do it for the park overall, not for particular rides. For 12 weeks, it's $4,200. Oof. We're gonna bite the bullet and do it, because no matter what, we just need to bring people into this park. Once we get people, they are spending money and staying. And I want to see, did we have anybody go at the ATM? Oh, we're actually getting people spending money at the ATM. Fantastic. That's what we're looking for. I think I'm also going to have to up our staff here. As we have more and more people in this park, we're going to need more staff. Which is a bummer because it costs a fair amount of money for staff, but we do have to have them. I wanted something simple in this area that's not expensive. The problem is there's so many trees, it's going to be an expensive coaster no matter what. These guys are entirely dependent on having a really long station. Like it's directly proportional to how many trains there are, or how many station tiles are used. So we're gonna just play and see what we can come up with here. And making the most ridiculous, over the top, unnecessary station. Wasting money that I don't need to waste. All right, I'm cool with that. Let's see. Entrance there, exit can go over there. I guess it doesn't really matter. Take out a few more dollars. All right, and again, I'm just trying to use some time and all that, or use some space here. I really wish I could angle these up or down. That'd be really nice on this run, but we can't, so no point in getting upset about that because we can't do anything about it, period. All right, let's drop this down here. Bam, bam. Basically, I'm looking for a ride that's not super intense because everything we have has at least a high intensity rating right now. I don't want that for all of these rides. That's just too much. That corner, yeah. All right, let's speed it up again. Does this have brakes? Nope, doesn't even have brakes. Okay. Let's go ahead and test this out. We are making money at least. I spent a whole bunch of money on a ride that I didn't need to spend, but that's okay. If you take a look at our loss for June, it was minus basically $6,000, but we spent $4,000 on a new ride and we spent $4,200 on that. So if you take out the ride expenditure, we're doing okay. Like, we expect to lose money on that, but we're in a little bit better of a shape. All right, so I can adjust the speed of that. We get 21 cars. Oh no. We get 30 cars going. That's awesome. If we can just get a solid ride experience out of that, I'll be very happy. So let's do that. Bring it up. We'll do something like that. And then we'll bring it down into there. And I just need to check and see this one. 7 minutes. Fantastic. All right. I need to definitely adjust the timing on this because our train is coming out at the end here into the station. Just need to wait for it to get to the end of the platform so we can get how long that ride will be. All right. So it's 1 minute and 2 seconds. So that means basically every 2 seconds there needs to be one leaving. So maximum wait time is going to be 2 seconds. There's going to be no minimum, and we'll go when we can go. What we got is a rating. Okay, we'll see what this does. I feel like that might have been a giant waste of money, but we'll see. There's enough people that this may work out for us. It's getting people on it, surprisingly. I'll take it. It has 100% popularity for some reason, which is wild to me. And people are actually liking it. I don't understand, but I'm happy. That's fine with me. I just don't understand. But let's continue to focus on paying back debts. We have another month of that one left, so I'm going to keep the game kind of going a little fast here as we're not really shooting for people. We're shooting for cash coming in, and by people I mean like the number of people we have in the park. We're almost at 1,500, and that's fine, but we need people. We just need them to stay in. If they leave immediately, we don't care. That's okay. So 2 weeks with that. I just want to try to get one more person there coming in to see what they're coming in with. No. I keep clicking on the entrance itself. There we go. Okay. So you came in with 50. Okay, you have 40 bucks in your pocket. But I think a lot of these people are coming in and immediately going into the cash machine, which is a good sign for us. It means we can also up this just by a little bit more. Taking a look at our finances, we're definitely dropping off. This ride did not add any real value to the park, which is okay. How about this guy? Is this guy still making us some cash? Making us a little bit of cash. Not as much I would have liked, but that's okay. And basically we're going to build this guy out here and connect it back to there eventually. So we can have another coaster in this area. We can have something back here, and then we have this whole plot of space. But I really wish we had some flat rides. And if we didn't have flat rides, that we had the ability to charge. Even if it was like $3 for one of these rides, we'd be raking in money and this would be over in no time. But that's not how it's set up. So we just kind of got to deal and hope and pray that we do our job here. And the nice thing is that we can easily pay back our loans. Like, I like that part. If we do the proper advertising and just advertise for the park itself, we're able to really bring in cash pretty quick. We're at 37,000. We started this advertising campaign. We're going to go through the 12 weeks without spending anything really and just see if that does anything for us. The only thing I am going to add is probably some another bathroom back here. Add an info kiosk. Might add another cash area because we don't have one back here. And let's see. Oh, balloon stall. Yeah, we can add balloons. Now I need to make a stupid amount of profit on these, but there we go. All right, I'm hoping that also stops the park value from going down quite as much, because there is a definite huge jump when we built that coaster, and it kind of just, this is the coaster that we built, and then it really dropped off there, so it's a little bit of a bummer. But again, we started at 37, and we spent $4,200, so we need to get back to at least 33,000 for it to be worth it, which we just did. And now we need to just hope and pray that we're okay with the rest of this going. How did this thing break down already? I'm actually not even going to put a minimum or maximum. We're just going to wait for a full load and go. All right, now we're starting to make money. Now we're in the black as far as making money here goes, which is what we're looking for. Let's see, are these all still staying full? They are. I think our next coaster is going to exist in this plot. I don't know what it's going to be quite yet. It needs to be something that has ridiculous capacity. I just don't know what that's going to be quite yet. It's probably going to be an inverted coaster. If I'm looking at what we have available to us, I like steel coasters. They're fun, but they don't have the capacity of like the 4-cross. So like the hyper twisted coaster or the inverted coaster. And the hyper one, I don't think is going to be one of the ones that we're going to be doing here. So we'll see what that brings, but I'm not feeling that one too much. The nice thing is, though, we are rapidly paying back our loans. It's not like we're taking big chunks at a time, but we are being able to pay back. Remember, we're at 37, so after that initial thing of the advertising, and hopefully by the end of that, we still have 2 weeks left. Hopefully we'll be at 27, so we would have paid back $10,000 worth of loans in 3 months, which not the best, but it's also far from the worst. And we're cooking with gas here. I like that this thing is just cycling people like crazy. And heck yeah, we're doing the work we need to do here. All right, the advertising campaign has finished. So our income's going to slow down for a sec here. We're just going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, with the other one, we made $7,000 in that time. We just got to keep up advertising. Not to get people into the park, for staying in the park. Don't really care about that. What we care about is that they are able to go on or able to do the things we need to do here, which is really paying back the loan right now. That's our primary focus. What I might do is open this whole area up here, put some foodstuffs out here, bathrooms, all that, just to see if we can, I don't know, generate a little bit more in the way of revenue here for some of these spots. So I'm going to load some of these areas up with stuff that they may or may not need. That's okay. This will be our first lemonade stall. Again, we need to make $2, or we're going to have it cost $2. Food-wise, we don't have a fry shop yet, so we'll build that. I'm going to slow the game down here for just a sec while we open this park up to much more. And then we're going to get rid of our blockages there. And seafood at an amusement park just sounds like an awful idea to me, but what do I know? Seafood and... Does soup count as a drink in this game? I don't know if it does or not. But we're going to set up a few more spots here. I think we're good with that. We spent a lot of money on random construction that we didn't necessarily need to do, but I also want to give people an outlet to go to that they don't have to sit there and be all through stuff. So if I'm making an inverted coaster, it's going to come out here, lift hill, drop, and all that stuff will happen all through here and then come back. It's going to be a relatively small one, I think, but I also think we can build it pretty easily here. I do want to get down to like the $20,000 limit if I can, as far as loans go, and then we can go and play with other possibilities. But we'll see how that goes. Only halfway through that, that's fine. I might put something like this out there just for funsies because, yeah, see people already using it. How about this one over here? What did people use on that? Oh yeah, we're loading up on that. This one should hopefully have, yeah, tons of people at it. Fantastic. Our park value has largely stabilized at $100,000 or $200,000. And we should be returning to a $20,000 loan here in short order, and then we can hopefully start construction of another coaster. We're gonna have to advertise again, obviously, but I think we'll be in much better shape here soon. The other option I have is build the station out here, lift hill, do stuff, and maybe run out there for some corkscrews and end of run stuff. I don't know. I like the idea of trying to keep it in this block because then that leaves this spot over here open for us still. But we'll see what that brings us because I don't really know. All right, we got all of that done, so we'll do that. Advertising campaign for the park as we approach 2,000 guests. And then we can begin construction on our next coaster. I think that's all we need. Yep. And I kind of want to build a capacity monster here. Not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but I kind of want to. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, this is going to be an incredibly expensive coaster to actually construct. If we actually go, I know I said I was going to go small, but I may not. Like this part being just $1,000 is disheartening. I'm also going to just make sure it clears that and does it at a reasonable speed because I don't actually know if it will or not. Oh yeah, I think I did that fine. So I think I'm gonna steal a little bit of Raptor Cedar Point's kind of layout here. I know it doesn't turn on a lift hill, but you get the loop inline twists. I don't think I'm gonna do a boomerang back there, but something similar maybe. I don't know. But then we're gonna have a drop, turn, do brake run, and then come back in here and do some foolishness, and then go into the main brake run with spots for 2 trains in the brake run, and that hopefully will allow us to move forward with that. You can see I've spent $10,000 on this coaster so far, or $8,000 on this coaster so far. All right, so I do that. Spins, so we want to dive there. Nah, this is just too much money. We need to curtail our adventures here. We just don't have the money for a big giant coaster like that right now. So we'll do that. Small half loop. No. No. Do an on-ride photo section there. All right, then I can throw that into brakes, I'm sure. I'm just gonna wait to do that until I know that it's going at a decent speed through all this. So that part's easy. Bam. Doomp. Doomp. Oh yeah. Then block brakes. Oh, that would have been fun if I could have fit that in there somehow. All right, let's go to the right instead. Actually, I think we're going to need to turn this more. And now we can do our corkscrew. I'm going to go to the left, I think. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, right, never mind. No, I don't have enough money. All right, and we just went over 2,000 people. Now I'm very purposely just trying, I'm going to have this turn up here, kind of cross over here, do a helix into a brake run is my plan. We'll see how that works out, but that's the current state of affairs if I can manage it. I'm going to borrow the money real quick just to see if it works. Yeah, so it doesn't work. If I do this, nope, that doesn't work. If I raise it up, does that work? No. Okay, so we'll do that. Turn it. Straight. Nope. Can I go up? There we go. All right, I'll take that. And we'll do that. We'll bring it down like so. Let's see, and are we out of... Oh no, we still have plenty of time left. Okay. So I'm gonna bring it up here, brake run. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this off quite yet. I'm out of space a bit. I think that's too much. Do I just bring it home? I think that's what we do. Just bring it home. No fanfare or anything fun. It just is what it is there. Brakes. 13, 18, 27. All right. Oh, we got an award. Of course we're the tidiest park in the country. All right, that should fit 3 trains. We're only going to do 3. Paint-wise, we're Raptor was kind of our setup for this, so that's what we're going to go with is Raptor S colors. And let's test and see what we got. I'm going to keep an eye on train 3. I want to make sure that completes the circuit. So it's doing that just fine. It's out of there. Boom. Hits 30. And then hits brakes before the other train gets it fully down the first block. All right. First train, 22 miles an hour through that. It's fine. Good speed through that, just about 30. And it's going to come up into the brake run, going 20-something. A little under, a little like 22-ish. And then it should do this. If we time this right, should be a pretty cool interaction. Yeah, that's cool. And this thing is going to be an absolute capacity hog. If it works the way I hope it does, this thing will be an absolute monster. So let's see, it's 1 minute and 13 seconds. So that was divided by 3 is going to be 24 and a third seconds repeating. So we're going to wait for a full load. The maximum wait time is going to be like 20. Normal wait time is going to be like 16. And then we should be able to open this bad boy. But first we need to build a queue out for it. And oh, what a queue I'm going to build. Because with 3 trains, this thing should be absolutely just hauling through stuff. And especially since the train's going to be leaving every 20 seconds or so, we should be golden. All right, still 4 weeks remaining on that. This bad boy is, look at it, it's already filling up. Fantastic. And it seems to be running pretty well. Like, I'm pretty happy with what that looks like, what it's doing. And you can hear the ching ching every so often because people are buying rides or on-ride photos. So its capacity is almost 7,000 customers an hour. That's only 5 times, and it's making us money. It should make $15,000 an hour if it keeps up in its current state. That's ridiculous. All right, so we're gonna again pause. We'll take out our advertising campaign for the park. Seems to have been fairly effective. Let's take a look at our overall gate here. We're at almost $90,000. And let's also, while that's happening, take a look at what our park value did. Yeah, see, look at that. That one ride brought it up almost $100,000. That's insane. So this park, or park value, should I say, really seems to really like big coasters. Little stuff doesn't seem to matter. But you can see this area is still staying pretty popular. This ride is staying popular. This one's popular. I mean, granted, we have so many people in this park that anything is going to get a full line, but that's okay. These are good problems. I am very happy with where we're at right now because I don't think we're actually that far away from being done. We have a few more months and stuff of things that we need to do. And I want to see, more importantly, like the popularity plummets here, so the capacity is also going to go down a little bit, but the ride time has not changed. Popularity is jumping back up. Up to 100%. There we go. Yeah, man. And again, it's already made profit for us. It's up $2,200. That's wild. I don't think I've ever had a coaster that's purely based just on that, that's been able to output that kind of cash for us. So we're going to need to get another big capacity ride in here. I'm thinking either a Giga or one of the Hyper Twisters. I really like the Hyper Twister. It just has the greatest capacity and also is a little bit less expensive than what the other ones are. But our whatchamacallit, we're under $20,000 on a loan. We still have a month remaining on our advertising campaign. We're at 2,300 guests in the park. We are crushing it right now. And we are going to up the price of entry as well. $6. I'm not going anymore. We're over $100,000 as far as total money coming into the park has been, which is fantastic. Even if you take a look at our shop sales, like we're making $2,000 for shop stuff. So even minus the stocks, it's not that bad. Food and drinks. Oh, that's just shops. These guys are up. So if we just take a look at that and remove the park entry fees, we should still make money. Like our total money for this month was $6,300 and our gate was $5,800. So yeah, we're crushing that as far as the basic parts of that are concerned. We just have a little bit more to do, and I think we're going to be in really good shape here. We're back to our original loan amount. Our park value has not plummeted massively, and we're just going to keep going here. We're going to advertise for the park again. We're going to bring that loan back up to 20 because I'm going to build another coaster. And we'll slow the game down. All right, but this thing continually is still, it's over $3,000 in profit. It's wild to think about. And its capacity still is 6,000 to 7,000 people. All right, or yeah, 6,000 to 7,000 people. All right, so this is going to be our next adventure here. Build this out, 9 cars, that's what we want. And I think we're just going to have it go straight into the lift hill. It's not going to be like a full-on hyper, it's going to be a little mini guy. I could have it go out there, but I think we're going to do this. All right, now at this point, we're gonna bring it back up. We'll have it turn around. We'll probably have it come close to this, throw a brake run somewhere in here, maybe have it race out this way and then come back home is what I'm thinking right now. We'll see how that works out. But right now I don't have any money to build stuff, and I do not want to take out additional loan. I really want to stay in the bounds that we currently have set. Nope, it's too tall. We'll do that. There we are. That's a shockingly expensive piece there to turn it like that. 300 something bucks. It's nuts. Why is that one empty? Must have just broken down. The reliability on this ride sucks. 78%. That's terrible. All right, so we're going to throw it into the first set of block brakes. All right, we're at a height of 120 there. Come on, we need some monies. I don't remember there being straight down on this at all. I don't remember that one bit. I don't think I've ever used the twisted steep turns as much as I have in this ride so far, but the land is kind of suspect, so we need to use it to the best of our ability here. Again, this is not part of the original game, but we already broke that rule over here with these guys, so I'm just going to play as it is right now and have some fun. But we'll do that. We'll turn this out. We'll have it do some bunny hills, go into a little thingy there, and then break Run City. We're approaching our almost 2,500 guests. This thing has lost some of its popularity. And its capacity is down because we have full... it's weird because every other line in the park is completely full. This is the only one that has not been consistently full. And I have to look back and see if it's because it keeps breaking down. No, not really. Helldiver breaks down a heck of a lot more. We'll throw the on-ride photo in the actual... Yeah. Ooh, look at that. We have some broken benches. Oh, that's not good. All right, what's going on back here? All right, so let's set up some security back here. I think these areas are just getting too popular. Two, three, four, five. Let's see. Oof, boy. Yeah, that area is a little rough. What's the remove people button? There it is. Okay. For some reason, trash cans seem to be the main target right now. All right. Slow this back down. Let me turn grid lines back on because I can't function without them being on. We're going to have to hire a whole bunch of new handy people. I think a lot of that was just because we don't have that. All right, and then we're going to bring this up and close out this ride, I think. Finance-wise, we'll take out a little loan to advertise for the park again. Awesome. All right. Let's see here, actually. Block break. Then we can have a turn. Can we bring it all the way through all of that? Because if we can do that, that would be fantastic. I think we can. All right, so we do another block break. Okay. We should be able to do something with that. I'm off by 1, okay. I'm at here. Why can I not get this turn right? It's the only thing I need to do to finish this ride up. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. I only want 3 trains. I don't even know what colors we have for rides right now. Okay, let's go with one of those burnt orange kind of ones. Kind of like what we did last time. I kind of dug that. All right, we'll speed that up as much as possible. Train 1, 2, and 3, fantastic. I love when they all fit out there and do their thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Good speed through that. Great. Gets out of the way. A little concerned this guy's going to get stopped, so we'll have to play with spacing on that, but I think we'll be all right. Oh yeah. This thing is flying. Holy God. I wasn't expecting to come in the brake run at almost 50 miles an hour. But look at that. Like, the time it takes to climb the lift hill is all we need. It will roll through and will consume everything. All right, that looks good though. Minute and 30 seconds, so that's easy math. We're gonna do 27 as the max there, 20 as the minimum. We're gonna call it Rust, because why not? When's the last time somebody took a look at it? Oh, why? Long time ago. All right, so I'm gonna get an inspector in there or a mechanic in there first, and then we can worry about the rest of that. All right, did we get somebody to inspect it yet? Probably need some more mechanics as well. And who is going to inspect rust? Oh, you're too far away. There we go, and now we can open it up. Should be working fine. And hopefully the timing on all this will work out better here in a moment too. All right, so I got 9 weeks on that. I don't know what that did to our park value. Not as big of a jump as I would have liked. Although it may not have taken place quite yet. Although it looks like it took place. Oh, nope, it didn't. It's still going up. Okay. And we already have a packed line. There are 105-ish, 108 people on it. This one has only 64 people on it because it's not getting packed out anymore. That's okay. This one has a far smaller capacity, it looks like. Because this thing was rocking like insane numbers earlier. Because not that long of a ride, and my goodness. But it's okay. The only thing we need to keep an eye on is the queue time. Right now it's at 7 minutes. I expect it to grow. Oh, we got 95 of those sold, and we're making basically $3 for every single one that we sell. So hopefully we'll start turning a profit there. Excuse me, we only sold 26. I was looking at how many people are on board. My bad. What do we get an award for? The best custom design rides. That's right. There's only one canned ride in this whole park. Everything else, I mean, this is essentially a canned ride, but you get the point. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Advertising campaign for the park, of course. And we just need to keep it going here. Luckily, we caught that vandalism early, so it didn't have a chance to spiral out of control, as often can happen in Roller Coaster Tycoon. What I'm going to start doing next, I think, the next play, is to start building out here. Do we already have that ride break? Like, what is the deal with rides in this park? Why are they breaking down so frequently? It's frustrating. Like, this is a brand new coaster. It should not break down instantly like that. Alright, might as well just build this out. We need to get bathrooms and food and all that stuff set up, which we will do in short order. Just want to get the basics of all this established. There we go. All right. Right there. I need to slow it down because I can't think with all the background sounds going. Info kiosk. Throw a bathroom here and put another one over there probably. Then we can throw some food options in. There we go. Here and there we'll add some more. Let's add in some stuff we don't have. Funnel cakes, sure. Funnel cakes and coffee sound like a thing that should go together, right? Oh, we can refurbish the ride? Awesome. Yeah, heck yeah, we'll do that. Have no more downtime with that? That sounds great. How about this guy? How's that one doing? Oof. $5,000 to refurbish it. Probably going to need to do that though. If we go into our finances, does that affect our overall value here as well? Uh-oh. This is a problem. All right, so we're going to stop that. We're going to do some construction on this ride here. We'll slow it down. Instead of having it turn out here, we're just going to shorten this ride up and bring it straight into the brakes. And by brakes, I mean the end of the ride here. All right, we'll open this up now, see what it does. See, how about this guy? Does it need to be refurbished as well? Yes, it does. Okay, we can almost afford that. I see some other things that need to be addressed here. Trying to nip any of the potential problems that can cause your park rating to plummet as quickly as possible. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. I don't see anything else right now. I hope I'm right. Oh, nope, there's one right there. And there's another one right there. Okay, get that fixed. Boom. And what I'm thinking of possibly doing here is having a pathway go underground and come out over here. I don't really love that idea, but it would solve some of our problems. And you can see our park value is going up. There was an increase there. It's going back down right now, but I'm hoping that we can get it up quite quickly here. Let's borrow some more money. Advertise for the park and just try to get people through the door. That's our only name of the game right now, is get people in the park. Don't care if they're doing anything other than just coming in the park and leaving, but we need to get them in the park as quickly as possible. And we're going to refurbish this ride as well. How about you? Are you okay? No, you're not. What are you going to cost? Oh, you're cheap. Okay. Refurbish. Reopen. This guy is at what? And okay, keeps all the same stats. Good. What is this bad boy going to cost to refurbish? Not as bad as I thought. Okay, we can afford that. We just need to wait for a little bit longer. And this thing is beyond a hot mess. Even this one is brand new, and it's crazy how much they're breaking down. Our next coaster spot's going to be somewhere over here. What are we going to build? Do that. Quarter loop. Once we have more money. What do we have here? What's the difference between a twist and a barrel roll? What I was thinking with originally is having another one launch off same way and kind of have them go at each other. But one, that's way more expensive than what we need to have. And two, I don't think that's what I want to do for this. This thing, again, is still wildly popular. I mean, I know right now it's not doing its thing, but it is making profit. This one made, like, gangbusters profit when it first opened. I don't know why that thing is so different compared to what we have with the other one, but whatever. Throw an on-ride photo section in there. Because why not? We slow this game down now. Because that's all this coaster is going to do. It's only one train operation, so we have to go kind of slow with it. Not even going to do block brakes because it doesn't matter. Which I still don't fully understand. All right, let's see what we need to launch this at. Well, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. That one should do it, I think. Oh, yeah. There we go. Whoop. We're going to call it red alert. There we go. Just going to wait for a full load, maximum wait time. The rest of it we should be fine with. Come on, game. Just let me build my line here. All right, it's opened up. Finance-wise, we're moving. It's not the best still, but we are moving, and we're getting closer to where we need to be. Hopefully, that is not accounting that ride that we just put in. Oops, we need to advertise again. We just have to do it, otherwise we lose too much money. Just taking a look around, seeing if there's anything damaged that I can find easily. I don't see too much. Alright, so we got all of that doing its thing. I'm happy with it. I love it. It's been nice. All the choices are so limited in the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. I forgot how limited a lot of this stuff really is. Alright, how's the line for this thing? Fine. It's already at 94%. What is this guy at already? If I want to refurbish it, it's $8,000. That's insane. All right. We need to pay back some money right now. We will get there. It's going to be a slog, but we will get there. Green Monster's just always closed, man. It's killing us. Do I assign a... That might not be a bad idea. Let's just assign a mechanic to every ride. So, like, that's all you need to do. You exist there, you service that ride and that ride only. You come here. Did I get the whole station? Yeah, I did. Cool. You service that ride and that ride only. You're coming over here. All right, you're going to do that ride. You are going to just do this ride. I don't know if I need to include the queue or not, but I'm going to for now. Go. There we are. You're going to be responsible for this beast. All right. I don't think there's anybody currently working on this one, so we got to get that taken care of. All right, what other staff do we have that needs to work on rides? You were going to fix just this ride. All right, and then we have this guy. All right, just taking a look. Oh, we still need Helldiver needs its own dude or dudette. All right, get that built out. All right, finances, we're just gonna let this roll for a bit, make some money. Steel should hopefully be up really quickly because there's, yep, there we go. But just shocking how fast everything ages in this park. And you can see that when we're not advertising, our monthly income drops from ride ticket sales from ticket sales pretty quickly. All right, I'm actually going to restart the research as well here. Just do minimal funding, $100 a month doesn't sound unreasonable. I think we'll be okay with that. We have 3 weeks remaining, so I'm not going to pay off any debt right now because I just want to make sure we're making money. And we can almost afford, by the end of this, hopefully we'll be able to not take any cash out. We can just roll our bankroll here. Nope, we almost did it. We're gonna need to borrow just 1,000. All right. Advertising campaign for the park and go. And then we'll just start paying off some debt here. Even this is just going downhill so fast. It's crazy. I want to see if it costs less money over time. So like if this ride here should be, yeah, it's going down a lot. It's going down a little bit, but not as fast as I would like. It's still making us money though, which is nice. But we're only 1/3 of the way through this. We've paid back a significant amount of debt. We're almost back to our original loan amount. We have over 3,000 guests in this park, which is wild to think about. Trying to think of what I want to build next. Right now, it's just we gotta wait. It's just too much to go with right now. But a simple little out and back coaster, like station over here. I don't know. Not really feeling anything right now. I think we're just gonna keep waiting for more guests to get into the park. How much have we brought in? We brought in $200,000. That's wild. We are losing money up from our high of almost 400, but that's okay. We'll get there. I think I'm gonna refurbish some of these rides before we really go to town here. Though I really do want to build new rides too. I don't want a bobsled coaster. Don't care about them at all. Think they suck. Probably going to go with a steel coaster. It's probably the next move. Actually, let's bring that over into here. So we can interact with this ride a little bit. I basically just need to make sure I'm always doing... Ooh, a flying coaster. That's fun. Is it the B&M flying one or the Dutchman? No, it's the B&M one. Awesome. All right, we'll do that. And then we'll bring it home here in a sec. All right, do that. Bam, bam, bam. Turn. There we go. And boom, boom. Block brakes. Boom, there we go. Okay. Two trains, sounds good. Just see what it does here. All right, it's going through doing its thing. It's not really going to be a crazy coaster by any means. I'm going to call it non-looper because it doesn't loop. And it's probably only a medium. Oh, it's actually high. Cool. All right, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm fine with that. All right, so that's going to come out there. Just speed this up a touch so I get the ride itself built out. Come on, just let me build my line. All right, let me slow this back down. What do we got for the stats? 11 seconds. 32 is the max. 25 is the min. Wait for a full load. And open it up. And you can see it bumped it up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And we got to see what our next steps are here, because this is just a slog. We're going to get more coasters, but we have to also refurbish all the other ones. So I think we're going to try to build up a pile of cash to refurbish a bunch of the rides, and then we can do it all at once. We'll see how that goes, though. Oh, goodness. All right. Just like went from 7. So, I mean, it added like $30,000 worth of stuff there, and we only spent 6. So it's, if we take that as a proper thing, it's a 5x multiplier, which, okay, that's fine. Keep that open because we definitely need to make sure that we have our loan stuff there. This seems to be cycling much better. Like, there's not as many sitting in the station. They're doing their things the way we want them to. I'm gonna try to remember to keep that open because I keep forgetting about the marketing and then we lose. Or we don't lose, but we just don't get as much stuff as we should. All right, it's a pretty simple little coaster, nothing crazy or wild or anything. We're gonna put another coaster somewhere in here, probably another one back over here. It's funny how the patterns in the park change so massively. Although this guy has not lost any steam whatsoever. It's still doing all the things that it should have done. Long. Alright, so we got mine train. What else did we get? I know we got bobsled. Oh, we got flying coaster. That's right. I still want to build a giga coaster really badly. And did I assign a mechanic for this new ride? I don't think I did, so I need to do that still. Nope. So mechanic number 7. Yeah, you're already over here. Fantastic, dude. It's like you knew what I wanted to do. There you go. You live in that spot now. We have over 3,000 guests in our park now, which is phenomenal. We have just about $5,000 in cash on hand. We're going to hold off on paying anything off yet because we only have 3 weeks remaining. We're going to spend another $4,200 on advertising here in a moment. So we need to do that, and our park value is slowly decreasing again here. What I really want to do is I also want to refurbish this ride so it's up more often. Let's see what we got. Park with the best design and tidiest park. Heck yeah. Mine train coaster in this area would be fun too. All right, we got our advertising campaign done. Not for a ride. I just want for that. Boom. Start that up. Okay. And we've somehow made it all the way back to our original goal of the park here, or what we started with. We're looking for $500,000. We've brought in $231,000. It's amazing. How long have I been playing? I think we're over 2 hours at this point. I don't know. I've just gotten into this scenario, so I've kind of put my clock aside because I'm having fun. All right, so let's take a look and see what we need to build. I think a flying coaster is next on tap. I'd like to build the station over here and have it kind of go in this area, I think. Do I want to do that, or do I want to refurbish this ride? Because what's it down at its point now here? 4% of the times at 40 cents reliability. If we do that, it's going to be 5,000. A flying coaster is obviously going to be way more than that. But I don't know what the best method here would be. So if we look at the rides, we can sort them by reliability, correct? Blue Steel's, oh, let's sort them here real fast. So Boomerang is by far the worst. So I'm going to close that. I know I can afford to refurbish this because it's not a lot. Then we'll open it back up. Blue Steel is next. Do I refurbish this? I think I'm going to. Because both those options are still going to be cheaper than what the flying coaster would be. Red Alert's brand new. It's already at 59%. That's ridiculous. Non-loopers, relatively new as well. Lumberjacks, what was the... Tree Toppers are at 62%. My God. This park is maddening. All right. Let's try to build another capacity monster if we can. I'm going to slow the game down a bit here. Can we get 9 or is it just 7? There always seems 8. Can I do 9? I'm happy with 8 as well. No, it seems like 8. Okay. All right. We're the best value park in the country. Let's see what that actually did to our park value. Oh yeah, that's what we want to see. Fixing those 2 rides there really helped us out. All right, so let's slow down again here. Left. Yeah, so roll that way and then continue to dive. I think that's right. And real quick, I'm just going to put in the entrance and the exit areas here. I'm going to get the exit path set up. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm planning to do still. So do that. Do that, we can have it swoop here and maybe come back through there and go into a brake run. I don't know. I gotta speed it up because we are flying through time here. Or not flying through time, we're flying through money. Slow it back down here again. I'm just going to test this one out to see. I think it's going to make good through all this stuff, no problem. What I want to do is put in some brakes. I just don't want to do, obviously, the block breaker. It doesn't work. Advertising campaign for the park again. I think we're going to put the entrance over here and try to get this thing back online with more people coming to it. All right. I'm not even sure if it makes it through this first spot here. I think it will be fine. Yeah, okay. $13. Block break. We got floorless trains. That's fun. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, and that's just going to bring into the brakes here. Or do I do an all right photo section? We'll do that, yeah. And then we can do brakes. All right, let's work backwards here then. Actually, let's come in from 2 over so I can get foot pass. Let me just confirm that I can. Yeah, okay. Okay, stupid balloon stall 2. Alright, how close am I being in line here is the real question. I know I'm off, I just can't tell by how much, or am I off here? I don't know. Nope, I'm good. Alright. Definitely not running 4 trains, but I can try 3 and see what it does. Ideally, I think 2 trains is probably best. But we do have 3,100 people in this park, so we do need, like, stupid capacity for things. Alright, train 3 makes it through that, no problem. Train 1 is on its way. Train 2 is now leaving the station. And it should clear train 3 out before train 1 enters the blocks. Which it does, because we have a block here what's not clear of, but it has another one back there. Alright, the spacing on all this actually might work out pretty nicely. Because once that guy leaves the station there, that one just barely needs to clear and we're good to go. Alright, that works. Actually, let's go with the icy blue. Alright, I'm making it look like a cloud, I guess. I know that sounds dumb, but that's where my brain's at right now, because I realize how long I've been playing this, and I need to go to bed soon, but I really, really want to win. So I'm going to waste a little bit more time here and just do dumb things with my lines. All right, then I just need to check the math on this. Minute and 22 seconds. So 82 divided by 4 is going to give me 20 and a half. Means the maximum wait time is going to be 20. We'll keep it at that. Because I think the entire lift hill is more than 20 seconds. Yeah, it's out there. Okay. Minimum wait time 15. That sounds fine. All right, let's open it and see what it does. Oh no, we need another mechanic first. All right, we're going to open it up and see what it can do. Keep closing my finance window, and I don't mean to. I'm used to exiting out of it, not having to monitor stuff with it. Our park value is over 400, so we're getting closer. We still have some work to do. But we're back to our original loan amount as well. So that makes me feel a little better. Let me slow it down. I just want to make sure this isn't getting stopped at the block breaks. Nope. It's maintaining all the stuff there. It should have a really good capacity as well. Let's take it while we're waiting for some cash build up. Let's take a look at our rides and see what we got here. So profit, if we sort our profit, Green Monster, for whatever reason, is making $1,000 an hour. I love it. Helldiver's making money. Blue Steel is not really making anything. Although, historically, it has made money. Compact Inverter Coaster, okay. Red Alert is not making us money. Lumberjack we know isn't. Mini Suspended we know not. Nope, 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 nope. Non-Looper does have on-ride photo, but hasn't really been doing too much. Okay. Food-wise, yeah, hot dog stand number 1, making $1,600 an hour. Fantastic. And most of these are losing us money. That's fine though. All right. We're moving in the right direction, folks. We're almost there. We are almost there. Got 3 weeks remaining on that. I'm going to let our money rebuild up for that. And once we got on top, or once we fully get on top of our finances, I feel like we are going to be able to quickly defeat the rest of this. Because that jump that took place there, we're at 449, and we were at, okay. And how much did we spend on that coaster? A fair amount. And we're at just about, oh, we just passed 3,200 guests. There's our advertising campaign. Not for a particular ride, we just want it for everything. And we're at the borrow a little bit, but look at this. This is what we love. We borrowed and we're back at our original loan amount. And in a sec, we're going to be below our minimum, our original loan amount. And even though we spent all that money, we still made a profit that last month. Fantastic. See, we've been in, haven't been doing the best with profit because we've been building stuff, and we've also forgot to advertise a little bit, so that's my fault. How about this thing? How are we doing on this? Heck yeah, it's making us profit. We're almost there. I know it doesn't feel like it, but we are almost there. Knocking out one of the key requirements of this scenario is that we repaid all of our loans. And we're just about ready to pass 3,300 guests. Bam. This is really fun to watch by the way, by far. If you're looking for something to pay attention to that's not just waiting us to get cash up or random little bug things. What do we got line-wise here? 7 minutes, not bad at all. That should increase this one's line. This guy's still making us money too. Reverse freefall coaster? Heck yeah. That's a good addition to this park that we will get very shortly. Gotta find a good spot to put it. Probably back here somewhere. Or just have it fire out of that. What I really like is this line stays full no matter what. We could put dumb rides over here that don't really do much, like that the compact inverted coaster. We could put another boomerang style version of that in there, no problem. And it will attract full line and probably make us some money, because even this guy has made us money, right? Okay, but it hasn't really lost us much. If it cost the The running costs are $326 an hour. It's been here for how long? Oh, I rebuilt it. That's right, last year. But yeah, it was one of the original rides of the park. It was the third coaster of the whole park. So yeah, it's been there a while, and it really hasn't cost us anything all that much. This thing's brutal. I don't like hiring mechanics like this, but I'm going to do it just for right now, just because I don't want to forget to add stuff for coasters. But the reason why I don't like doing that is if one happens to be sort of around the other one, like Treetop Flyer, the guy who's assigned to that should be the one answering that radio call. But sometimes it'll be one of these guys, and they may be closer, that most times they are not. But it looks like we got that one handled. Okay. Let's see, what can we build that's going to make us some money? Be what I want. Oh, it was a reverser coaster. I was thinking it was the one that launched you straight out, and then it was the reverse free fall coaster is the one I thought it was. Never mind. I mean, we need to build that at some point. But let's go in here. I'm going to get rid of the theming for all these, but I'm just going to build that because we already know what it is. It's a known entity. There's no reason to sugarcoat it. It's what it's going to be. Best value park in the country. Okay. Come on, I want to afford stuff. And this one's not even going to make us any cash at all. Actually, it looks like there might be one straight section where they line up that I could potentially put an on-ride photo in. And if I can, I will. Virginia Reel. Nice, easy addition. What is going on? Why are we having trouble? Nope, that's why. I'm trying not to take any loans for the rest of the campaign here. So let's see what we, well, not campaign, this level. Let's see how we do here. Again, our finances are at 0. I'm going to put this back up just so I have to stop closing it. I don't know why I can't get it out of my brain, but every time I do it, it feels like I need to close it up. We're already in October of year 9. My goodness. All right, there that is. That's a straight piece of track. Heck yeah. Let's slow the game down here. On-ride photo section. Shazam. All right. What do we got is that? Okay. All right, we'll do that. No, we don't even have $12 right now. God help us. All right. Wait for full load, maximum wait time. And then we can go back over here and grab mechanic number 13. Who's going to deal with deja vu? I think that sounds appropriate, right? There we go. So we get that guy set up. Finance-wise, we're on the way up. Heck yeah. Let's take a look at our reliability rides and see if there's anything that we can easily fix. Oof. We gotta fix that. How much does that cost to refurb? Okay. 2,400 bucks. We just need to wait for it to come back up here. We'll refurb it and open it again. What I kind of like about that ride though is this line was full. Like this guy's not even keep a full line. This one's starting to not keep a full line a little bit. But that one, and this guy has not been able to for a while, but it was able to keep a full line, which is interesting. Part of it is it's probably low capacity, but we'll let that go. But man, that was at 29% reliability. That's ridiculous. And right now we're just trying to let the cash build up. We want to get the $4,200 before our last advertising campaign ends so that we can then take care of that. And again, staying over top of the fountains because they're fun to watch as we just wait for things to pass so that I don't forget to do things in the order that they need to be done. And we are losing large chunks of cash to some things here. I don't know what is going on here, but there's some major expenditures that are hitting all at once. I think it's probably the staff wages. They've gone up quite significantly here. All right, so we're going to do an advertising campaign for the park for 12 weeks. Bam. And I'm going to do one for Green Monster. 5 weeks. I'd like this to get more full again, if we can do it. We need to build another big ride. I think I have too many handymen. Oh, that's so helpful. Any of them that aren't assigned something I'm going to delete right now. I'll leave the security guards, and we should probably take a second and take a look and see if there's any vandalism that we're finding. Lots of throw up. But no vandalism. Cool. Yeah, you can see this guy's already clearing out of his popularity. It's wild. What is the refurbish cost on this? We'll do it. I don't know if that also will treat it like it's a brand new ride and people will come in droves. We did happen to just do some advertising for that, so that might be a good thing for us. I don't know. Alright, we're crushing it right now for lots of this stuff. Alright, I'm also just going to start spending money on some other things just to try to get stuff rolling, because I can roll basically every 6 weeks buying a new advertising campaign. That should help bring in more people too. Horses. That wasn't. It was called Steeplechase in the original game, or it's a ride improvement for it. I don't know which one it was. Yeah, horses for Steeplechase. Okay, never mind. All right, let's add on the last loop of stuff that I want to do. Getting a little antsy and I want to start doing some stuff, but so my idea is we go all the way out here. What I want to build is a Giga Coaster with the station up here, and then they can start coming down, and that will race off towards, I hate fences, I hate fences, I hate fences. Go away, go away. Oh, there's another set. Poopy. All right, my bad. It's going to go out of the station, head up this way, and live in this area. It's going to require a ton of cash. So we need to save up more, because the $7,000 in our pockets right now is not going to cover the expense of that ride. It's not even going to cover the expense of the lift hill for it. But what we can do in the meantime is we can get more info kiosks, bathrooms, food places set up, and then maybe in like small areas like this, we can build little rides that don't cost a whole lot, but can at least maybe help our park value a bit. Nope, didn't want that there. There we go. Funnel cake and coffee. Don't mind if I do. Up here, we'll put another bathroom. Then we'll put on this guy. And I don't know what to pair with that, so I'm going to put multiple things. Cool. Then we'll add another bathroom right there. Now we're also going to add a cash machine back there. Food-wise, what do we not have? We don't have pretzel stall yet. Cool. And let's go with iced or lemonade. Cool. Because now we can connect those and they're fully served with stuff going on at them. So I'm okay with that. We have $4,000, which means you can afford a really cheap little ride. I'm thinking that we get Texas Tubs. So do that. Where do we have another first aids? Where? Oh, there's one there. I might put one down here too. This is a loss leader ride, but what we're trying to do right now is also juice our stats a little bit if we can, so that our park value continues to rise. Because we're at 463. We're not far off of having this thing taken care of. And finance-wise, we got just a little bit of time remaining on some of this, so... All right, that's the advertising campaign for the park. Right now we have enough to afford that, so we'll do that. Then they'll both end at the same time, and then we just need to make sure that we keep tabs on that. And this area is printing money, it looks like. Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's still not keeping full lines, unfortunately. This guy's still making us crazy money. It's wild. This one is absolutely costing us a ton. All right, we're keeping around 3,200 guests, which is totally cool. If you take a look, we've brought in $341,000. So that's awesome. And we're doing good cash-wise. We're up to just about $10,000 liquid assets, no loans. And we're going to hold off on that because we know we're going to spend probably like $6,000 or $7,000 of that just on advertising here in a sec. But then we're going to start trying to look at a Giga Coaster. Should bring us some nice profit in. All right, I'm going to wait for both of them then at the same time. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do advertising campaign for the park. Cool. Let's do, yeah, we still need, still going to advertise for Green Monster. There we go. All right. That gives us $6,000 to work with as we start our next construction project. And taking a look at finances here real fast. We need to make a $50,000 or a ride that's valued at $50,000, which is no small order here. I didn't realize we can get them that small. Okay. So real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of want to do a loading and unloading station. I'm not going to, but I kind of want to. We got a lot more of that done than I thought we would. Holy goodness. Just that part is $1,000. That's crazy. So we're going to do that, drop it down, have it be close to the ground, bring it back up. Probably I'd do a mid-course brake run somewhere in there, I suppose. I'm just trying to remember to do some of the basic stuff now before I forget. Oh no, we need another person for Texas Tubs. Crap, I forgot about that. All right, let's get this guy on the road again here. All right, we still have 10 weeks left. We're gonna bring this up, cross over this, brake run, and then do some dipsy-doos, hopefully. Oh, this is right under that. Don't want that. We're at 3,500 people. That's wild. Oh, and I can test it. Fantastic. So I'll make sure it clears out. I mean, it's 50 feet or 100 feet shorter. Yeah, it should clear it, no problem. I just want to make sure it doesn't fly off the like rails going that way. No, it goes at a decent speed. Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, we can speed the game up a little bit here. I think I went up too high, but I want to see if it can make it anyway. I don't think it's going to. That has to be it for coasters at this point, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll ask for more shops and stalls. That's fine. All right, it looks like it's going fine. Yeah, we don't even need to put anything on there, really. All right, and we do need to put block brakes. No matter how much we may or may not like it, we have to have them there. We need to be able to run 2 or 3 trains on this consistently. Am I right on top of the ride? I feel like I felt like I was one off a lot this go around, and I've been very wrong. So yeah, that's right on top. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna sit in this area, do some twists and stuff, and then bring it in home. And then we'll get some type of on-ride photo somewhere in here. All right, we're gonna start saving money soon for this stuff too. Because we spent $20,000 on this coaster so far. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. What's the deal with Texas Tubs? Who's supposed to be fixing it? Oh crap, the line got messed up. How did that happen? There we go. Jesus. That was interesting. All right, we got a week left. We're plummeting in value. We'll get there. And we're just going to run one for the park this go around. All right, we'll get there. Just need to figure out the best way to do what I want to do here. Which I think is just going to come in some really fast breaks. $3,700 guests in our park. Oh my goodness. And we're in June of year 11. All right, now we can bring it home. And I have no idea what speed it's going to be coming in, but I'm assuming it's going to be coming fast. Block brakes there. Yep. I really should have something to move them along because there's no kick tires or anything like that in this game, but what are you going to do? All right, we want 3 trains, not 5. My God. Let's test them and see what we got. Let's slow it down here. I'm going to start building my line for this thing. It feels going to be probably pretty stupid, but I want to do it right now anyway. How fast does it go at the brake run there? 11. Okay, so it does actually get slowed down a bit, but not by much. And now this is the whole unknown area of the park. Oh yeah, it comes in real fast. For sure. Alright, and we're still waiting on our results. This one is not timed well. Oh yeah, but look at that. Max negative G's. Negative 2.5. That's amazing. Alright, it's 1:23, so 83 divided by 3 is going to be 27 and some change. Wait for a full load and open it up. Ooh. We got lots of problems here. Lots of broken stuff. That's not good. It's not good. It's starting to get to lots of parts of the park. Especially coming in. People can't be doing that. It's really just the crowded areas of the park that seem to get smashed the most. Okay, I think we got it. Let's see, we're at 470. My goodness, we're almost there. We can do it. Right. And I'm just trying to make something that makes money right now, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with all this. We're going to figure out something that makes it work and make us money. making that much money right now. A little concerning. Alright, we're probably gonna have to get a loan. Don't like this. Don't like it at all. Alright, let's figure out the end of this one. Breaks 8. Boom. And boom, once we get to 83, come on, there we go. Alright, let's see how this performs. Alright, rolls over nice and slow into that. Corkscrew, a little too fast for that, but it's okay. Up, down, brakes, brakes, and into the station you go. All right, that should work. All right, as far as 49 seconds, so max at 20. Sure. Minimum isn't really that big of a deal on this one. All right, let's do a quick advertising campaign. Particular ride, because it's cheaper. We'll do Wildfire since we just opened it. And we have $800, so we can do that for 4 weeks. And it looks like it's going to be popular. There are people waiting for it on this one. 7 minutes, that's not bad. Considering it has 190 people online. All right, how are we doing on that front? We're edging closer. Let's see. Got a few more Bash trash cans back there. Just one more, I guess. Everything else looks all right. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Just patrol that little corner there because that is a very popular spot. I'm actually starting to run out of room a little bit, which is wild to think about. But we're actually starting to make a little money. Not a ton, but people are coming in. We have to advertise for bullets still. There we go. All right. What is this ride's capacity if we have to look at it? Wow, 3,000 guests an hour? Heck yeah. Over 3,000 guests an hour? All right. It's going pretty good so far. Just need to some final emphasis on the syllable here and we'll be all right. Oh. Saw it get bashed. Let me slow all this back down. Get our benches back in good shape here. That area is just too crowded. Like a lot of really high capacity rides right in that area. I used to be really anal about this and like go crazy with painting all this stuff out, and it was nuts. I had to make sure I counted them out and made sure they're every so ever many. It was ridiculous, but I really enjoyed it. All right, what can we do here? We're not far away, folks. We're really, really not. Let's actually, so we have a ride called Wildfire. Let's add some stuff around it here. Shrubbery and trees and all that. My favorite trees can go around it, for sure. I wish this was like a Parkitect where I could change the color of some of these things, because that would look really great on this one. Throw in a couple trees that look like they're like bright red or on fire, or you could use the fire effects on it. Oh, that'd be cool. All right, let's see what else can we put in there. Couple of the smaller pines, sure, and then we need the one that can fit in all the corners and tight spots. All right. That actually brought our value up quite a bit as well. If it's that fast of an effect, I don't know if it is or not. All right, let's... I'm just trying to build rides to build up value again. We will get there. We have plenty of time left on this clock here. We still have 8 weeks remaining. Around 6 is when we're going to have to hit the pause button for a bit. What was that? It's red. Do I not? I didn't build one for wildfire. Crap. All right, photo set. Nope, we can't do that quite yet. Gonna do that. Come out of this. Go back in there. Come back out. How much time do we have? 5 weeks. All right, I just want to build this one part if I can. All right, I need to wait now because we have 2 weeks. What's the difference between... I had coffee shop before, didn't I? Got $1,000 to an advertising campaign. Let's add campaign for Rust because it's sorely missing riders right now. All right. All right, let's see what that does. I don't really know. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, that all looks fine so far. It's going to come into that pretty hot. Yeah, it's a little fast. See, it's 1 minute and 6 seconds, so it needs to hold on for a maximum of 30. Minimum of like 24. Wait for a full load, all that stuff. Hasn't been taken care of in a while. We open that up. Mine train coaster, what can we afford? Just barely, but we can afford it. How we doing? Oh, we're so close. Just trying to do dumb things to make more money. Go. Don't really care about excitement rating. Finance wise, we still have 4 weeks left on that. We're at 491,000. All right, do we just spam trees at this point? Well, I guess we could continue this theming out to this guy if we wanted to. Just make that mountain kind of more covered in trees. Some more of these out there. Come on. There we go. My goodness. Yeah, I could have gone and won that way more quickly in other ways, but that was a lot, and that was fun. Folks, thanks for joining me on this marathon of a video. If you watched any or all of it, I sincerely thank you, and this is my park. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.